When it comes to bringing toys into the bedroom, it can be a difficult conversation, though it definitely doesn't need to be. A lot of the time, we have fear that our partner's feelings are gonna get hurt somehow, or perhaps they might not even be interested in using those toys. Along with many other reasons, there are definitely reasons why you should be bringing them into the bedroom, especially when it comes to experiencing more pleasure or diving a little bit deeper into those fantasies. So in this video, I'm gonna help soften the conversation so that you guys can actually communicate properly and get those toys into the bedroom, because I too have had to have this conversation, and the first time I had it, it wasn't easy. I felt like I was choking on my words. So if I can lessen that for you, I totally will. Along with that conversation, I'm also going to be giving you different reasons on why bringing toys into the bedroom can be really fun. But first, I want to take a second to talk about a company called Lovense. They have gifted you 55% off of all of the Lovense products just by clicking the link down below. My favorite toy right now is the Lush 3. This toy has taken solo play and partnered play to a whole another level, with that perfect curve to hit your G-spot, sending back arching spine chilling sensations, offering you unlimited vibration patterns. Hell, it can even sync up to your music. Now, you don't have to worry about finding that remote control, because the remote control is now your phone. All you have to do is download the app, and this baby can be controlled from anywhere in the world, taking that kinky dinner date to a whole nother level, or even that long distance relationship that seems a little bit dry and flat. I wore the Lush 3 out to dinner the other night with my play partner, allowing him to control whatever vibration his heart desired whenever he wanted to. And trust me when I say he really pushed me, playing throughout the whole evening. This allowed us to achieve that discreet public play that we were looking for. Talk about foreplay, because when I got home, I was in the take me now phase. I had been waiting all night because this motor is definitely packed with a punch, sending you the strongest vibrations. And the toy itself is nice and compact, lined with a silky smooth silicone, allowing it to be 100% waterproof. There is nowhere where this toy cannot go. So click the link down below, get your 55% off of all of the Lovense products, and then baby, you can thank me later. All right, now let's dive back into having that conversation. So first things first, I want to talk about that vulnerability piece. You know, the piece where one partner shows up wanting to bring the toy in, and then the other half has no idea that that partner even wants to use the toy. That's vulnerable as hell and brave. But this conversation shouldn't be so intimidating. But if one has never used a toy on themselves or on somebody else, then yeah, it could be intimidating. Also, the wandering mind wondering if our partner is going to be offended, or even those feelings of shame that we might feel when bringing this up. But what if you guys are both curious? What if you guys both want to explore just a little bit more? And hey, maybe your partner wants to meet that edge with you. Or maybe you guys are just looking for different sensations to spice up the bedroom. So our first step is going to be having that conversation, bridging that gap so we have the communication. Research shows that couples that talk about the bedroom outside of the bedroom have a more satisfying sex life. So start the conversation before you bring it into the bedroom. Maybe mention that you saw this video, or perhaps read an article, listen to a podcast, really anywhere where you can access this information. But mention how you heard it can enhance your pleasure. Then it's a good time to ask them if they have ever used one before. Try talking about how you would like to use them, and then ask them if they would like to try together, or if they would like to watch you use a toy on yourself. Sometimes that conversation can come off a little bit scary, especially to the partner who hasn't used a toy before, because they're wondering, how the heck am I gonna do this when I've never even seen one or touched one in my life? But that's the beauty of using the toy beforehand, so you can show them how you like to be stimulated. But it's really important that we also reassure them that these toys do something that the human body can't possibly ever do. They're hella consistent, sending you different types of vibrations, different types of sensations, and different types of textures. Now us with the vulvas, it's a little bit harder for us to achieve orgasm, or even sometimes get aroused, where a lot of the time the penis owner is the one getting the orgasm, and then the vulva owner is left in the dust. But I'm not saying that the penis owner didn't try, because when you have a partner who loves and cares for you, they obviously want you to achieve orgasm. But it is a lot harder for us. Just don't forget to ensure your partner that you enjoy having sex with them, and the intimacy and the pleasure that they provide. But if they use a toy on you, how it could be really, really useful to allow you to get your orgasm as well. Prompting questions like, how do you feel if we were to use it just during foreplay? Would you prefer if I hold it, or do you want to use the toy on me? Or maybe would you like to just bring it out so that we can climax together at the exact same time? Because that is a really great way to build that deep, deep connection. Nothing hits like when you both come at the exact same time. And I think that we can all agree on that. The more information that we provide to our partner, the more comfortable that they will feel and the more open that they will be to exploring. Just make sure communication, consent, and both of you guys are on board, because there are toys for literally everybody, from vibrators to butt plugs to dildos to whips to chains. There's something to stimulate all of your senses. But what are some different reasons why we shouldn't be scared of bringing sex toys into the bedroom, and why should we? The first thing that I want to talk about is that it's a beautiful time to learn how your partner gives themselves pleasure, or in other words, to learn each other's bodies. There is no better way to learn a person rather than watching how they please themselves. And if your partner doesn't know what they like or hasn't ventured in this before, then it's a great opportunity for you to help them learn their body. Check in with them. When I use it here, does this feel good? Maybe we'll try the nipples. Maybe we'll try your neck. You're not just limited to the genitals. The second one that I want to add is that it actually paves the pathway to having multiple orgasms, especially if you've never had them before. Adding in different textures and sensations can be a really great way to do so. After all, it's really easy to become overstimulated and have things not feel as good as they did in the beginning. So maybe doing some penetration with a cold metal dildo and then using the actual penis, or maybe it's using a suction toy during penetration. There are endless possibilities to experience multiple different types of orgasms and multiple orgasms just in general. The third one I want to add is that it takes pressure off of your partner and off of yourself, meaning for performance purposes, because our partner definitely wants us to come and we definitely want to come. And sometimes we just get in our heads so much that it's so far gone. However, when you add a different type of sensation and a toy that adds a consistent vibration, that can take that flat line and spike it again. Taking that pressure off of your partner from trying to thrust you to death or eat you out to death and they're jaw locking. This allows you to both enjoy your pleasure, and also can be really, really useful if you both want to come during a quickie. The last one that I want to add is that it can actually allow your fantasies to come to life. So whether that be using restraints, adding in another dildo for maybe some DP, or having that fake threesome that a lot of us desire when we watch adult entertainment, but we really don't feel like sharing our partner, or we are just monogamous people. This is a really great way to integrate different things into the bedroom to allow you to explore to another universe without having that risk of bringing somebody else in, mixing up the romantic relationship, or perhaps just dipping our toes in the water when we want to try something new. Toys are really great and really versatile. There is something for everybody to enhance your experience. So when you feel that fear creeping in about bringing toys into the bedroom, whether it be judgment, shame, not being good enough, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Am I feeling this way because my partner doesn't think that I can provide them the intimacy that they need? And then you can go to your partner rather than pondering in your head and communicate that over. Is it because I'm not doing something right that you feel like we need to use this toy? Or do you just want to experience something different? That is just one example that I have when we have a busy mind and we're getting lost in the overthinking. When we're stuck in that overthinking cycle, the best thing that we can do is come up with the questions that we have for our partner and talk about them. Clear the air. There's nothing to be scared about. There's nothing that needs to be done right now. All we need is a clear form of communication. And I'd like to add, one of the hottest date nights that I've done is actually going to a toy store and going to pick something out, or going online and picking out a toy and waiting for it to come in the mail. Then when you get that toy, you know it's time to play. All right, babies, I hope this video helped you out, and I hope this kind of lessens that fear and that shame that we might have around bringing toys into the bedroom. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop them down below or DM me on my Instagram. And I will see you babies on Monday for another special episode. Have a good weekend.